Neilson this, Neilson that, Neilson sucks, Neilson out well, not for me. Welcome back guys, Son of Scotland TV here, ready for the match review. I feel like I would rather drink bleach than, quite frankly, review this, but I've got to, and it was a tough watch. Not only is it tough watching Hearts lose 2-0, but watching this on Red TV, some of the most biased fucking commentary I've ever... I know being an Aberdeen fan sucks, I know you guys pretty much have like zero fucking success, but there is no need to be so desperate. You can smell the desperation of the commentary here on Red TV. But yeah, let's talk about the game here. We lost 2-0. Was it great? No. But I actually feel like up until the goals, I thought we were the better side. There wasn't a lot in it, but I actually felt we were the better side. But we got tired in the last like 20 minutes. Aberdeen took advantage of that. They opened the scoring through Duke. Bashunian made it 2-0. Duke with the assist. I mean, that was pretty much it. There was a bad injury for Haring late on. Hopefully he's okay. Took quite a long time to get him off the pitch. Looked like some sort of head knock. Took 7 minutes to be exact. There was 7 minutes of extra time added on. We couldn't get... Yeah, we just couldn't get the goal that we were looking for. In terms of goal-scoring opportunities, we had a couple of chances. We'd Cochrane in the first half, who missed an absolute sitter. He has to do better. I mean, it's literally a tap-in for about 5 yards out, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. I've never liked Alex Cochrane. I have said Cochrane sucks for a very long time now. Some people seem to like him. That's all good. That's fine. I don't. And for me, I like him even less now because he should have scored that goal. Second half, again, we had a couple of opportunities. I thought we were playing the better stuff. I thought we looked more likely to score. I thought we had a decent penalty claim that was turned down. And it's strange how on Red TV... Now, I don't know... Red TV is the only fucking stream I could get to watch the match. That's why I'm watching it on Red TV. But like I felt like our penalty claim actually looked like a legit pen, whereas they had one in the first half and it was a clear dive from Bishuman, but they were screaming, they wanted, oh, we need VAR, we need to see a replay, the ref needs an oh, look at that. Then they admit it, even though he probably went overturned it. But then with our penalty, I mean, the ball gets played through. I think it was Stewart just literally played Kingston through. No, not Kingston. Fuck, what's the guy's name? Humphreys. How am I getting Humphreys and Kingston mixed up? Humphreys through. And Humphreys gets brought down by the goalkeeper, man. For me, I thought it was a penalty. But the referee didn't give it. And yeah, like I said, we lost 2-0, right? Let's talk about the important thing here is our squad is not good enough. Look, our squad is not good enough. It's not big enough. It's just not enough. And people want to blame Robbie Neilson for that. Personally, I don't. I look more towards the board. I look more towards Joe Savage. And this is not a dig at Joe Savage. This is nothing against Joe Savage. I think he's been great since he came in. I like his ambition. The fact he says Hearts want the challenge for the league. I like that. I respect that. I think he's brought in some good players. I think he's got an eye for talent. That's all good and stuff. But he should have known this year. I mean, last year we had a pretty small squad. And he should have known this year with the addition of guaranteed group stage football that we had to add in numbers, and we just haven't added enough. We've not made the squad big enough. We've brought in some players, but none of them have been like standouts, and we just haven't brought in enough. I mean, we can't really you need to be able to like rotate the squad when you've got these games midweek, and we just can't not do that. And I don't think our squad's significantly better than it was last year. In fact, I think it's worse. I mean, you take out, I think the fact you take out Suter alone is a big problem for me. I look at us at the back, and to me, I mean, Lewis Neilson, I think he's got potential, but he's not a guy that should be starting every game. He's only 19. He's not really good enough to be starting every game, if we're being honest. A bit like similar to Liam King at Rangers. I mean, he's a good talent, but he's not someone that you want to be starting game in, game out. Sibbick is a donkey. I don't really rate Cochrane. We're having to play Kingsley at centre-back, even though I think his best position is out wide on the left. At the back, I mean, apart from Halkett, I don't like our options. I don't really trust the players that we have at the back. Now, there is people that we can put in there. You can put Haring in there. We signed Kai Rolls. I'm not that impressed with him. I think he's okay, but I mean, nothing fantastic. I just think there may have been better options because we not have got a couple of better centre-backs. Nathaniel Atkinson, I don't think he has like a good game, but then he'll follow up with a shit game. I'm just not convinced. I mean, unfortunately, the area of the park where we probably have the best depth as goalkeepers, but you can only play one, so, and it's very rare the goalkeeper gets changed. No, I was delighted that we managed to sign Sander Clark, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your second goalkeeper is. It's not like you bring him on as a sub or anything like that. You know, it's not like if you have two great strikers, you bring the second one off the bench to try and win your games and get back in games. That doesn't really work that way with goalkeepers. So even though Sander Clark's good, I mean, if Craig Gordon's fit, Craig Gordon will probably play, and that just kind of makes the Sander Clark signing irrelevant. So, I mean, that's what it is in the midfield. I mean, obviously we're still without Benjamin. Devlin didn't play today. You know, we're missing quite a lot of key players, to be honest. I just don't think we're strong enough in the midfield either. I was happy with the signing of Shankland. I think we could have maybe done with a few more. I mean, I was happy we got Shankland. I was happy we got Forrest, but I just don't think we've got enough. I mean, and it'd be one thing if we're doing well in Europe. But doing well in Europe would like cushion the blow of, you know, a really mediocre start to the domestic season. But we're doing shit in Europe. You know, we're practically out. I know we can mathematically go through, but we ain't going to go through. We've been embarrassed. Anytime we come up against, right, we beat RFS, but I mean, Linfield, we're battering RFS, so that tells me all I need to know about that win. That win doesn't mean shit. The two teams in the group that albeit are better than us, but represent the biggest challenge, represent, you know, the true Europa League kind of standard, Istanbul and Fiorentina, and we've been, you know, we've been demolished in all three games. So it's not like you can even look at it and go, well, you know what, went down well in domestically, but that's the price you pay for being in Europe. But we're doing well in Europe. We're paying a price for being in Europe, and we're doing shite in Europe. So I mean, what's the point? I mean, at this stage, we'd have been, yeah, it's been good, right? And I'm sure the people that actually got to go to, like, maybe the away games, anyone who's going to Turkey, anyone who's going to, you know, Florence, maybe they'll look at it and go, oh, this was a great wee trip and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, we've been embarrassing. We'd have been better off not in Europe. If us not being in Europe would have meant that we'd be sitting in third right now, I would take that, because the way things are going, third place is guaranteed group stage football again next year, but I don't think we're going to get it. The way things are going at the moment, it's unlikely we are going to be in third place unless we can turn things around. The only thing I can hope for is that, you know, there's 2 more European games left. Then we've got the break for the World Cup. I just hope we can come back from that. You know, we can get players back. We'll have Benjamin back. Hopefully we get a full strength squad to choose from. We don't have all these midweek European games. And then hopefully we should have a few games in hand as well in the league, I think, by that stage. And then hopefully we can, you know, try and claw some points back for the teams that are above us. But yeah, no, at the moment, man, it doesn't look good, because it's not good. It's fucking shite. We needed to sign more players. We did. You know, we got that Europa group stage, you know, guaranteed, whether it be Conference or Europa League, whatever. We knew we were getting money from that. I think if you go into the Europa League, it's a bit more, but I think the Conference League is, you know, you're guaranteed around 2.5 million. We should have spent that. We should have built a team. We should have made sure that we were, you know, we should have consolidated our spot as the third best team in Scotland, but instead we haven't done that, and instead we went backwards, you know, because we've got the extra European games, we just can't handle it, we don't have a big enough squad, and other teams have caught up on us now. So, you know, come the end of the season, we haven't done fuck all in Europe, and we probably won't even, you know, be in European positions unless things change. So, like, what is the point? I mean, we should have spent that money. We should have. I mean, Rob Savage talks about wanting to challenge for Rangers and Celtic. Well, first of all, I think to challenge for the league, you need to separate yourself from the rest of the teams in Scotland, and that's what we should have done this season. We should have invested heavily in the squad. All that European money should have went into the squad to make the squad better. And then, you know, then when you're the clear third best team in Scotland, then that's when you can try and look above you. But at the moment, you know, like I said, we've been caught by the other teams. We're doing shit in Europe. We're doing shit domestically. We're already at the League Cup. It's not been a good season, and I mean, Robbie Neilson has to take some of the blame, but I don't think he has to take all the blame. I don't think he's done too much wrong. I mean, there's been some bad games. Obviously, losing 4-0 to Rangers was fucking shite, and but we have been unlucky as well. I mean, we conceded that late goal against Hibs, and I mean, who knows? There's a couple of decisions here and there that can change games. Like today, I don't think we deserved to lose. I think we deserved minimum a point. We didn't get it, you know. But I mean, we need to do better. We need to improve. So yeah, no, I couldn't wait to be in Europe. First time in the European group since what, 2004. But now I'm just wanting it over. I'm wanting it over, and I want to get back to domestic football so we can focus on that and try and climb our way up the league table, because You know, I'm just not enjoying this. Playing every game on a Sunday, playing catch up. Players are running around tired, and again, it always seems to be late on. We seem to start looking sluggish, start looking slow, and that's what happened here. Because I thought we were the better team. No, there wasn't much in it, but I felt we were better than Aberdeen up until around 20 minutes to go. Then that's when we just fell apart, and Aberdeen finished the game. And I think we've let Aberdeen away with this because they didn't do anything special today, didn't do anything great, and we should have done better. We should be getting something out of this, and we didn't. So yeah, not happy with pretty much anything at the moment. Like I said, 2 games left in the Europa League Conference. Just get them over with and then move on, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, just want to get them fucking over with, then we can move on. Best thing I think can happen is just to get this this winter break over with. That is what I want. And then yeah, we'll come back and we'll see what happens. After the World Cup. But I mean, regardless, we're not going to be that far off of 3rd place. So I'm just hoping that as soon as we come back, we can move on. Up next, we've got Celtic. I hate to think like this, but I'm pretty much already conceding that we're going to lose that game. I just don't see us at the moment beating Celtic, even though we're at home. I just don't see it. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think I will be wrong. I think we'll lose that game. Hibs just smashed Celtic. Celtic just smashed Hibs 6-1. I don't think we'll lose by that much, but I think Celtic will have way too much for us on the day. Then we've got a trip to Dingwall. I mean, normally it's a place you'd like to go and win, but I don't know. Ross County seem to be on a wee decent bit of form lately. They have picked up results, so they seem to be doing, a bit better. And then we have a game at Tynecastle against Motherwell. Then we go to Ibrox, and that is it. So we've got, 4 league games left before the Winter World Cup. 2 of them are against the Old Firm, which, I mean, even though Rangers are playing shit at the moment, I still don't have any confidence that we can get anything in that. Motherwell, who are actually playing pretty well. Last time we beat them 3-0, but we were very fortunate in that game. That'll be a tough game. And then Ross County. I mean, I could see us easily, especially considering the Ross County game is just coming 3 days after the Europa League game, and then the Motherwell game is 3 games after our last Europa League game. So I could, and the Rangers game's just 3 days after the Motherwell game. I could easily see us not winning any of these remaining 4 games. I could see us picking up 2 points or something. I can see 2 defeats against the Old Firm and then 2 draws in the other game. And if that is the case, 2 out of 12, then we really are in trouble. But anyway, hopefully be a bit more positive while those games come around. But now I don't feel positive, don't feel anything. Just feel like fucking shite. So there you go, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. Are you Neilson in or are you Neilson it? I personally don't want to. I'm not going to turn my back on the guy just yet. I mean, last season we were great. Finished clear ahead of everyone else. Got to Scottish Cup final, albeit played shit on the actual day. But I think we need to. I don't know. We need to improve. We need to improve. I'll give Neilson time. I would give him to the end of the season. I don't see any point of rushing. But yeah, he needs to get things going. And all I can hope is once we get back from the World Cup, and we don't have to worry about Europe, hopefully that's when we'll see an improvement on performances on the pitch and in terms of results. So that's it, guys. Let us know what you think down below. Neilson in or Neilson out, and I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, peace.